Dragon Ball Super, right? Episode 122. Now, I usually don't review Dragon Ball Super, but this year I'm gonna be reviewing it and giving you my opinions. Now, usually, right, I don't enjoy the episodes of Dragon Ball Super, but I do enjoy this week's episode, and let's get on with the episode. So, at the start, right, there is, this music at the background, and there is this stare down. Now, a lot of people don't really like the whole stare down thing, but the thing is, I do like it because I look past, just the visuals. I, consider everything that is happening exactly at that moment, and the stare down is actually appropriate because think about it, right? They fought a very long fight, a battle royale with hundreds of people, right? We know with about 80 or so people, and they are at the finals, okay? So that's number one as to why the stare down is important, because it does increase tension, right? Number two is that they are the only people who are still left standing, if you get what I'm saying. This is the finals. This is it's either you win or you die kind of thing. And that increases the tension as well. Now we have these shots of the stare down, which I find really important, and the thing is that I liked it. I liked the whole stare down thing. I thought it was necessary because one thing I do think the show lacks is a lot of tension, right? And this was building the tension because this is the final showdown. It's win or lose, so I like that fact. Now the next thing I want to talk about is the Kaioshin, right? Who says everyone who made it so far did not do it simply because they were strong, but because they did what they needed to do, which I fully disagree with. Because think about it, why are these two universes still here? Why is universe 11 and universe 7 here? And the simple answer to that is because they were the strongest. That is how it is, right? It's survival of the fittest, and the fittest is universe 7 and then universe 11. That is why they're here. It's not because they did whatever they needed to do. And the thing is, I'm gonna come back to this the statement of the Kaioshin, right? So Jiren and Goku start fighting, and before that, actually Goku powers up, right? And then it seems like he's going to a new level of Super Saiyan Blue. Like people have been saying it's Super Saiyan Blue 2 or something, and I know there are going to be a lot of clickbait people out there who are going to tell you, no, this is Super Saiyan Blue 2 and all that kind of stuff to make you click the video and watch whatever they have to say. But Goku did not ascend to a new level of Super Saiyan Blue, okay? It is still Super Saiyan Blue, and there is this shot here where his hair looks like it is Super Saiyan 2, but that is because a lot of the artists are really inconsistent. Like, they lack attention to detail. It's funny how I am not really an artist, but I have better attention to detail. Like, some of them can't tell the difference between Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan 2. Like, they can't tell the difference when one of Goku's bangs goes up, you know what I'm saying? So it is just them being inconsistent. The Goku is still Super Saiyan Blue. He has not attained a new level, so I don't want to hear no bullshit about Goku apparently attaining a new form, because he hasn't. The only thing he has is Ultra Instinct, which kind of doesn't make sense at the moment when you really think about how Ultra Instinct works logically, right? Now, let me explain what I'm talking about now. Ultra Instinct only allows your body to move by itself. That's really all it does, right? But then when Goku goes into this transformation, suddenly he is faster than a lot of people, and people are saying, oh, it's not a transformation, it's more like an omen. It's like, no, it is a transformation, because guess what? If it was just mastery of self-movement, then that is all that is going to increase. His attacks are not going to get any more powerful, and his ki blasts are not going to get any more powerful, but they do get powerful as he goes into Ultra Instinct. So that means that it is a transformation because it boosts his power, okay? So I don't want to hear nothing about it's an omen and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to hear that shit, because it is a transformation, because it gives you a boost. Point blank, end of discussion. Now let's talk about Jiren's wish, because he fights Goku and he asks Goku, why do you want to become stronger? And Goku says, I just want to become stronger just because. That's really it. We already know this. Goku has no goal except from becoming stronger. And the thing is, I think Goku as a character, while in Dragon Ball Super, is an idiot, and the reason why is because of this, okay? So Akira Toriyama created Goku as a character who learned slowly, right? And he doesn't pick up a lot of information except from the battle information. That is pretty much it. I mean, he learned in the Resurrection F arc, right, that he should not let his guard down, but he still, let his guard down, you know what I'm saying? It is not, like, Goku is not developing as a character. He only learns, a lot of the battle stuff, and when it comes to like, the moral stuff, he doesn't learn anything, you know what I'm saying? he still lets his guard down. Goku will always be Goku, and when you think he has learned something, he really hasn't. And let me give you another example of why I disagree with Kaioshin's statement of everyone did what they needed to do to get where they are. Think about it, right? Goku is at the stage where if he loses, his entire family will be gone. Okay, the battle royale is over. It's a, you know, universe vs universe fight, and if you lose, you die. Okay, if they really needed to do what they needed to do in order to get where they are right now, then they wouldn't have actually let a lot of these other universes, you know, linger around and all that kind of stuff. They would have taken everyone out straight as it started, right? But instead they decided to give people chances, you know, wait and, you know, linger around and all that kind of stuff. I know it's a way to, you know, increase the length of the tournament. However, they did not do what they needed to do, because if someone does do what they need to do, trust me, all the rules will be out of the window except from the ones which get them disqualified. And if we really think about it, here is Goku saying it is not fair because Vegeta is trying to fight Jiren and he wants a 1v1 vs Jiren. It's like your universe is about to be destroyed if these people win, and here all you are worried about is a 1v1 fight, which proves, first of all, Goku does not develop, and second of all, the Kaioshin is wrong about people doing what they need to do, because these motherfuckers did not do anything. All they did is just fight and let the opponent gain upper hands and all that kind of stuff. The only person here who is fighting realistically is Android 17, because he does not wait. He attacks before his opponent gets stronger. He is the only one this sentence applies to. Goku is more of an attack guy, not a defensive guy. So whatever thing that he learns that is defensive, he is not gonna keep in his head, and I think you guys need to understand that. Okay, now let's talk about Jiren's wish. Now Jiren says that he seeks something which is far beyond just, you know, strength, you know what I'm saying, which is, I think, knowledge. And I think that ties into the wish that he is going to make. And, you know, people might say he's gonna make a wish which brings back all the universes because Jiren is all about justice, right? And the thing is, I don't think so. I think that, you know, Jiren thinks all the other universes are scum, or, you know, it's basically he goes by the morals to each his own, right? So if you're destroyed, then that's it, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't really care. So that ties into his wish. Now let's talk about Fireza vs Dyspo. The reason why Fireza has not, you know, upped his guard against Dyspo is because he's playing, and the reason because of that, if you really think about it, is because later down the line they want to increase the amount of episodes for the tournament, so they are gonna long out the fight like they always do, and that is why Fireza has not transformed yet, because I know if he transforms, he might be able to take down Dyspo, or he will be able to take down Dyspo, because Hit had, you know, a few issues here and there, but he eventually overcame Dyspo's attacks. Now I like how Dyspo actually grabs Fireza and, you know, uses the environment to damage Fireza. Like, I like how they fight like that. It's brutal. It reminds me of Broly, and, you know, anything Broly does, you know, seems very painful. So I really like to see a lot of that, you know, them using the environment to attack each other. So Gohan and Android 17 are fighting Topo, right? And the thing is, I think it is appropriate, because if you really think about it, Topo is around Goku's Super Saiyan Blue level, right? Or, you know, slightly above that, because Goku needed Kaioken Blue in order to take Topo down, right? So Gohan and 17 are not stronger than Goku Super Saiyan Blue, right? So in order to take Topo down, they are gonna have to work together, which actually makes sense. Now if you actually heard about the spoilers, Gohan kind of fucks up in the moment when he is not supposed to do that. He actually fired a full-blown Kamehameha at Topo. Topo tanked it like it's nothing, right? So it does make sense here. The power scaling for Gohan, 17 and Topo actually makes sense. I hope they don't actually fuck it up like they always do every single episode, right? So now let's talk about Vegeta vs Jiren. The thing is that I think I'm beginning to understand how Jiren's power works. Now it goes in two ways, okay? And I'm going to talk about that in a separate video, because I'm just talking about the review right now. I'm just reviewing, you know, the progress of Goku Vegeta and Universe 7. So Vegeta starts fighting against, you know, Jiren, and at first he doesn't get any punches in, right? Or at least he gets some punches in, but Jiren is just standing there just looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Stop playing with me, right? And then Vegeta gradually sees Jiren's movements as Jiren fights with Goku. First of all, Jiren is not really, you know, holding back or playing with Goku. He's just, you know, fighting normally as he would. And the fact that Vegeta is not even, you know, strong enough as Ultra Instinct Goku, he should not be able to even see Jiren's movement at all. But then again, I think that Jiren is kind of holding back in a way. So, you know, Vegeta did manage to see Jiren's movements. So then he uses that as an advantage and he dodges, and apparently he says that he's trying to unlock Ultra Instinct, right? And I don't think Vegeta is actually gonna unlock Ultra Instinct, because it is probably gonna be a Goku exclusive form, right? And if you've looked at the episode preview, it looks like Vegeta actually has, you know, a power up. It's not precisely gonna be another transformation. It's just gonna be like another version of Super Saiyan Blue kind of thing. It's like the muscle form of Super Saiyan and, you know, the regular Super Saiyan transformation. It's just gonna be another version of Super Saiyan Blue is what I'm thinking right here. So people are gonna be like, oh shit, Vegeta unlocked perfect Super Saiyan Blue or some shit. That doesn't look like perfect Super Saiyan Blue, because perfect Super Saiyan Blue does not have the aura, and in fact they absorb the aura. On perfect Super Saiyan Blue, they don't have the aura on them. The aura is contained within them, from what I can remember from the manga. So this can't be perfect Super Saiyan Blue, or maybe it can be the anime version of perfect Super Saiyan Blue. So after fighting for a little while, Vegeta actually lands some attacks on Jiren, right? And the thing is, this is when people start getting, you know, all happy, thinking Vegeta is excelling. But the thing is, Jiren is actually holding back. For those people who cannot tell, Jiren, you know, counters back and hits him, knocks him the fuck out, right? So this guy, you know, figures out, oh shit, I'm not strong enough to beat Jiren. So this is what he does, right? And you guys need to pay attention to what I say, okay? Vegeta powers up. He starts the final flash, right? He charges that up, right? So this is his ultimate attack, and he puts everything into it, okay? If you know the rules of Dragon Ball Z, right? You know if you fire your ultimate attack and the enemy dodges it or tanks it, then it is over, because that is your full power right there. And I'm telling you, the key attacks are stronger than the punches and kicks, okay? So if your enemy can tank the key attacks, which are stronger than your punches and kicks, then that means whatever you are gonna bring up next is gonna do nothing towards this enemy, okay? And when Vegeta fires this attack, right, people actually say, oh, Jiren actually tanked that attack. No, Jiren did not tank that attack. Don't let people fool you, okay? Jiren did not tank that attack. He stood there and said, I will take it. And the thing is, if you really analyze the situation, Vegeta was really persuasive. He is a gifted speaker, like he said in the English dub when he was fighting Kid Buu. He's a gifted speaker. He knows that Jiren can dodge his attack. However, he used persuasion in order to convince Jiren to try and tank the attack so he can get a direct hit on Jiren. He knows how to switch up his words in order to manipulate his villains and attack their pride, so they will stand there and take his attacks. That is another way of fighting, another tactic that Vegeta has up his sleeve, which Goku doesn't. So the thing is, Jiren did not tank the final flash, because if you really look at it, he's laying on the ground, okay? And that is because when the final flash actually fired, right, this guy held the attack for just a moment, and then he laid on the ground for the attack to go through, because if he actually tanked the attack, the final flash would not go through the stage, okay? It will not cross over to the bleachers where the audience are, okay? So Jiren did not tank the attack. He is not able to tank the attack, and even if he was able to, it will cost him a lot of power, and that will make Jiren actually lose, based on my theory which I have on how his power works, okay? Jiren might not be as powerful as people think he is, based on my theory. So he avoids the attack, right? And then Vegeta starts trash talking like he always does. Now the thing is, I need to give credit to Takahashi, who is in charge of the art style for this episode. Now the thing is, it looks like the original Dragon Ball Z, and people really appreciate that, because the art of Dragon Ball Z looks better than what they have for Super at the moment. And the episodes always look beautiful when this guy, you know, is in charge for the episode. So Vegeta starts laughing, right? He starts trash talking like the original Vegeta in Dragon Ball Z, and he even starts laughing like that is the Vegeta I remember back in Dragon Ball Z. So obviously he starts laughing, and then he realizes Jiren is right in front of him. Jiren lets loose of a key attack, which kind of fucks Vegeta up totally till, you know, he transforms back to normal, right? And then that's it. That is really it. Now the thing is, I really liked this episode. Like I said, it is different from most Dragon Ball Super episodes because there is tension behind it. There is, you know, a life-threatening situation behind it, which, you know, in the entirety of Dragon Ball Z had. It's either they won or they died. You know what I'm saying? There's a threat, which is not mostly in Dragon Ball's Super. So Vegeta's down. It looks like the next episode he's gonna get up and, you know, transform into something else, some you know, next version of Super Saiyan Blue or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you thought about my review. It is good to have a sense of danger back into the series, and you know, I did pick a good time to come back to review Dragon Ball Super because it wasn't really exciting when I wasn't reviewing it at all. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about this episode? Do you think the beginning stare down was, you know, important? What transformation do you think that Vegeta attained, you know, in the next episode, right? And if you like the video, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, because I think my next video is going to be about Jiren's secret, or his power, or how his whole strength works in detail. So with that being said, I have nothing more to say. Bye.